Alrighty, I have an update for you guys today. I'm really tired, so I'm so sorry if I don't sound as excited today. Trust me, I am. I'm just so tired. We just did the podcast. But nonetheless, as you can tell, the parking lot is getting really empty. So we are nearing completion. Like, that's crazy to say. We really are. They have a few more supports to add to the double inverted top hat. A little bit of the tip of the tower and then it angling over towards the north side to help meet in the middle and hold all the track. They have some really big, thick supports to install to help hold the pullout of the double inverted top hat as well. So we should see them work on that tomorrow or Monday, depending on what day they're going to work. I haven't seen them work Sunday yet, but we are in crunch time to get out of the park. So if they work every day leading up to Thursday, by the way, they can get this done. But yes, so there's a little bit right there. That pile of supports right there essentially is what they have left to install. The stall and Icewinder roll are very quick builds. I think that would be about a day and a half max to do those two elements. This is the most complicated element that they're currently working on, and they have been going so quick. So we should see them finish that. As you can see, there's one double spine piece right there to connect to that other one. By the way, if you've been looking very closely, they fixed that alignment issue with that support column. That is back in and bolted in. It is not fully bolted. You're going to see that in this video, by the way. That is not bad. That is just what they do. The process of building this coaster has been torquing a bolt to 3 or 4 bolts per connection, and then they go back in and fully torque all the bolts of those connector pieces. So currently I believe there's 1 or 2 bolts attached to that track piece to that beam there. They'll then go in and fully torque all the bolts, which will then tighten it to that support column as well. So don't worry, that is very normal. I've seen that process through the entire build. If you're looking very closely, notice the flanges on that support column. That is how they fix it. So they go in and drill more holes, and then so it fits, and then they'll add some flanges to help ensure the sturdiness of that column. It's a process that a lot of coasters out there do when there is alignment issues, because it does happen. So that is their quick fix for that. Just thought I would explain that for you guys in great detail. Again, this coaster project has taught me a lot about building a coaster and how complex it is. And the team building this one is absolutely insane. They've had to work through some very complicated sections, especially the mountain. Lots of cherry pickers having to go through the Wonder Mountain Guardian area, which has been insane. And some of them have just seeing them stand on those track sections while they're torquing and bolting and aligning the track pieces in the sport. It's been absolutely insane. I can't even imagine how complex of a job this is, but this company and these people build bridges and structures for a living, so this is probably a walk in the park for them in terms of some of the other projects they've probably worked on. In the station, they've started the staircase. On the podcast, I think I said 4 or 5 staircase sections. It's actually 3 upon looking at it again. So as you can see here, there's 3 separate lines that'll lead up into the station. So it's definitely awesome to see them getting this far. Really hoping to see Timber Kits come in and start building the station structure. The tunnel, which you'll see shortly, actually, so I'll talk about it then. But no sign of work on the queue line quite yet. Still just a mess of brick and dirt there. But they have removed all the other brickwork in the area, and they should lay down some new ones very shortly. Outside of that, the fencing has gone in alongside. You can see some lampposts. The lighting for the coaster is on that lamppost shining up at it. Thought they could have done better, in my personal opinion. But yeah, I guess that's it for the lighting of the coaster, and that'll follow through. You can see the electrical line following the coaster layout along the path there. That is for the PLC system and lighting as well. And outside of that, we're still waiting on the Icewinder roll and the stall. And yeah, in the station area, here's just another angle to show the staircase coming up and then towards the loading platform. The op booth is on the exit side of the platform, slightly raised above the station platform itself. A lot of the shingles are done. As you can see here, you can see where the bricks are removed in the tunnel. Are blocking the view as they work on the actual tunnel structure inside the mountain, with the tarp blocking the way. But you can see the Rockscapes caging set up to theme this area. They're probably waiting for a dry spell to do that because you don't want to do the mountain work and then it rain. But yeah. Outside of that, here's some other angles of the of AlpenFury's double inverted top hat, with the Walter flag on top at the highest point. Awesome shot. And I'm trying to think if there's anything else to discuss. That might be it. I'm hoping they work tomorrow or Monday to finish this. And that they're done the double inverted top hat and all its track by the end of Monday. That is very wishful thinking because we have fallen about a half a day behind in terms of my original prediction, but still going to stick to it despite the alignment issue. So we are on to 4 days left of vertical construction. That counts days worked, by the way. So, for example, if they don't work tomorrow, that's not part of the days counted. This is part of days counted, which should take us all the way to Thursday. But yeah, outside of that, as you can see here, there's like a lot of painting going on in the park if you're paying close attention. But still a lot of steel structure to go into the mountain as they prep for a future ride inside the mountain. The park did confirm that on the original media day for AlpenFury. And a lot of the supports are laid out for the stall. And the Ice Winder Rolls support structure. And again, that is going to be a very easy build compared to other sections of the ride. So that should go up in about a day and a half. So we are literally down to the wire, and we should be done very shortly with all that. I apologize if I sound really out of it. I've had a very long day, and especially with the podcast. And then Suri and I have to be up early to be at another park tomorrow. Very excited about that, to show you guys construction at another park. And yeah, I think that's everything I have to say about AlpenFury. So thank you so much for watching. And obviously stay tuned for the last 4 days of construction on AlpenFury. Have a good one, guys. Bye.